Welcome to Hypnosis Today, where we explore how people are using hypnosis to achieve remarkable things. If you've just joined us, we have as our guest Lorraine Hanisch, I got it right the first time, who is going to share her experience as a hypnotherapist, how she got hired at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in the neurology department. Welcome, Lorraine. Or should I call you Dr. Hanisch?
That's fine. I tell people, you can call me Dr. Hanisch, you can call me Lorraine, but don't call me Dr. Lorraine because I don't have a talk show.
That's funny. That's funny. I like it. But if you ever get one, that's what we're going to call you. So this started when you started taking hypnotherapy here at the Hypnosis Motivation Institute, and you were in your 101 class with Michelle Guzzi, and she was talking to the whole class about marketing. Pick up the story from there.
She was trying to help us step out and be confident and just put ourselves out there as hypnotherapists, even though we weren't practicing or certified yet, just to get the feel for saying, hello, I am Lorraine Hanisch, and I'm a hypnotherapist. And so my first week in, that's exactly what I did with everybody I knew. When people asked, whenever I had the opportunity, if people asked me what I did, I'm a neuropsychologist, but I'm studying hypnosis to use in my practice and as a tool. And I'd say I'm a hypnotherapist.
Terrific.
Studying hypnotherapy.
And then you had an opportunity to go in for your own medical wellness, and you went into the neurology department.
I was at the neurology lab at Cedars, getting an EEG.
What's an EEG?
An electroencephalogram. It's where they measure the brain waves and brain activity. And of course they asked me what it is that I do, and I told them what I do, and that I'm also studying to be a hypnotherapist, and that I do neurolinguistic programming as was part of that study. And I was commenting about the connection between physical neurology and the neurology that we discuss in neurolinguistic programming, because the mind-body connection is very strong. So.
Of course. And what did they say?
And they said, oh, well, we are hiring new people in here at the rate of 1 full-time person a day.
Wow.
And you should go talk to somebody. And we talked about what I might do. And when I was done with my procedure, then I went to the desk, and there was a doctor there, and we discussed what could be done.
Everybody wants to know, were you still in your robe when you went up to the front desk and talked to the doctor with your back showing?
Yeah, no, I was never
you got
in a
dressed.
robe.
Okay.
Because they're dealing with your head. I never had to undress.
That's a good thing. So you went and you talked to the front office, including one of the physicians, and what did he say?
And he said, well, absolutely, because Cedars is always interested in being at the forefront of integrated medicine and interdisciplinary practices, and that there would be a position, perhaps, that they'd have to create a position. It actually wasn't in the books already, for a non-invasive, neurologically based, mind-based program.
So they did create that position for you, and how many hours is it going to be?
I will offer them 10 to 15 hours. I probably could have a full-time position if I wanted one.
But you have your own private practice.
I have a private practice, I have a family, and my own interests.
Yes. So what will it look like being on staff in the neurology department at Cedars-Sinai?
Well, I'll probably go into work, and people will be referred to me as part of their, not referred, they won't have the choice. They will have, it'll be part of their treatment program.
Oh, beautiful.
So you'll go get your EEG or whatever procedures they're going to do, you'll discuss with the doctor, and then you'll come meet with me and see if there's anything that I can do for you.
What kind of issues would you see? What kind of issues do people who have medically based neurological problems, what kind of issues would they be seeing you for?
Well, the brain is the motherboard of your body.
Sure.
And so there's virtually nothing that is not involved with your neurology. It could be anything from what we know, like anxiety, about medical procedures, or about having a particular illness or problem, to perseveration, or
Perseveration meaning doing the same thing over and over and over again, and being able to
or
move
intrusive
away.
thoughts, or just to being able to move away from that, like you said, manage that. They may have trouble adhering to their physician's treatment program because of resistance. So we can work with that, certainly with pain management.
Yes.
There's just a host of...
Yes. Well, as I've shared with you and shared with our studio audience, I have Crohn's disease, which is a medically based digestive disorder. And I know personally that I have a lot of anxiety around seeing the doctor, invasive medical tests and invasive medical procedures. So what kind of thing would you do with someone who has anxiety about their medical condition?
Oh, well, as with any anxiety issue, you want to get them into a deeper state of hypnosis and then work with blocking the negativity and desensitizing some to the situation. You know, hypnosis works with knowns and unknowns, and you try to make the things that we fear are usually the things that are unknowns.
Yes.
And so you try to make them be more known and incorporate those into your system and into your activity, into your thought process, and thereby desensitize and calm some of that anxiety.
How are you going to have your room set up to do hypnotherapy at Cedars? Give me your vision.
Probably very similar to how it is here at HMI, with the exception of I might have, I would like to have warm blankets on my chairs, because if they are in a gown, it's not going to be very comfortable to.
Of course.
And they might feel intimidated or embarrassed about being in a gown with somebody who's not working on their body.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, just to be conscious of the fact that people will be self-conscious in that setting.
I think that's so in tune.
Set up for comfort.
Sure, that's so in tune with what people in a medical setting need. And a medical setting, by its nature, is frightening, overwhelming, and there's a lot of unknown.
It certainly won't be a cold atmosphere. It will be warm, fuzzy.
I love it. As you've talked to other medical professionals in traditional Western medicine, what have some of the other reactions been?
Well, as with any field of study, we have a wide spectrum of believers and non-believers.
That's true.
Non-believers, I just say, well, this is your choice. And with the believers, I certainly expand on what I know, and I'm also open to what they may know. I mean, we learn both directions, right?
Of course.
And I have a gastroenterologist who was excited to incorporate hypnotherapy into his practice, and so he now refers patients to me.
So, and you see them where do you see those patients referred to you by the gastroenterologist from Cedars?
I can see them at their home or in his office, in my office if they want to come to the Valley. So, yeah.
Wow. Now I'm going to ask you not to be a hypnotherapist. I'm going to ask you to be a psychic and look into your crystal ball.
Okay.
What do you see as the future of integrating hypnotherapy with traditional Western medicine?
I think that the mind-body connection is a huge up-and-coming field in medicine, in allopathic medicine, integrative medicine, all disciplines. I majored, when I did my PhD, I majored in mind, brain, health, and behavior.
Yes.
Also mind, brain, health, and education. And all of those fields coming together because we are whole people. And so I see hypnotherapy as being a regular part of any medical practice. Not an adjunct therapy, not something that maybe they'd be interested in, but something that is considered mainstream, just as you would go to your physician or your dentist or anything else.
So like if you see someone for weight management, you automatically also see a nutritionist.
Right.
So do you see us as being as integrated as nutritionists, physical therapists are
Absolutely.
now?
Absolutely.
Well, I certainly hope that that goes out there to everyone, because, you know, Lorraine, I have the same vision that this is non-invasive. It does not disturb the ecology of the body. And certainly we don't live in an either-or world. Now we live in a and world.
That's true.
And we can incorporate both of them. Tell us more about how you want to balance your practice with your hypnotherapy, with where you're working at Cedars-Sinai in the lab, and family and home. How are you going to divvy up your hours?
That's a really good question. Let me think for a second. Hypnotherapy, well, neuropsychology and how the brain works in general is my passion.
Yes.
So it will not be, my passion will not be denied.
Of course.
And my first priority is to my family. So they cannot and will not be denied.
Uh-huh.
And I think that actually they already work beautifully together, because it's all aspects of that about life. I mean, it's how life runs.
Uh-huh.
So I do whatever's in front of me. I manage to, when I have my free time, I do my hypnotherapy. When I first came out of school as a neuropsychologist and I had the little DR put in front of my name,
Yes.
I felt as if I didn't know anything. Very, very educated, but that's why I came to HMI, because I wanted to learn hypnotherapy and neurolinguistic programming and any other tools that I could, imagery, that I could actually work and use with my clients that were very practical, hands-on.
Yeah, you know what I find interesting is it was the hypnotherapy that got the people at the neurology department at Cedars-Sinai excited.
Yes.
And when I look at you, I see an ambassador
Huh?
through taking
Nice.
hypnotherapy, I do, into traditional Western medicine. So it's no longer considered, as you said, to quote you, an adjunct, but something that is incorporated
Right.
as just part of people's treatment for health and well-being, both emotionally, physically, and psychologically.
Well,
And-
sure, we take care of our eyes and our body and our teeth, and we now have heart health, and
Yes.
people exercise and they do food and everything, so why not take care of our subconscious as well?
Absolutely. Everyone needs a subconscious checkup. See me? If people would like to learn more about Lorraine and her practice, she's going to be in the HMI graduate directory. Well, Lauren, it appears that we're out of time for today, but people now know how to get hold of you so they can learn more about you and your wonderful, wonderful practice, and give you a congratulations on your new position at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.
Oh, good. So thank you again for joining us and sharing your experience. And thank you at home for watching the show. My name is Lisa Machenberg, and I hope you will join us next time when we meet more people and explore how they are using Hypnosis Today. But please stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up for you on HMI Web TV. That's Hypnotherapy Television, 24/7. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Hypnosis Today, where we explore how people are using hypnosis to achieve remarkable things.
What I did with everybody I knew, when people asked, whenever I had the opportunity, if people asked me what I did, I'm a neuropsychologist, but I'm studying hypnosis to use in my practice and as a tool, and I'd say I'm a hypnotherapist.
Terrific.
Studying hypnotherapy.
And then you had an opportunity to go in for your own medical wellness, and you went into the
You
neurology.
can call me Dr. Hanisch, you can call me Lorraine, but don't call me Dr. Lorraine, because I don't have a talk show.
That's funny. That's funny. I like it. But if you ever get one, that's what we're going to call you. So this started when you started taking hypnotherapy here at the Hypnosis Motivation Institute, and you were in your 101 class with Michelle Guzzi, and she was talking to the whole. If you've just joined us, we have as our guest Lorraine Hanisch. I got it right the first time, who is going to share her experience as a hypnotherapist, how she got hired at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in the neurology department. Welcome, Lorraine. Or should I call you Dr. Hanisch?
That's fine. I tell people you.
Class about marketing. Pick up the story from there.
She was trying to help us step out and be confident and just put ourselves out there as hypnotherapists, even though we weren't practicing or certified yet, just to get the feel for saying, hello, I am Lorraine Hanisch and I'm a hypnotherapist.
Uh-huh.
And so my first weekend, that's exactly